I was going to let this slide, but I just couldn't. And I don't know what is up with America as a whole. What's up with our media outlets? If you haven't heard, just in case you missed it, there's a little 2-year-old child, supposedly, allegedly, got dragged into some water on Disney grounds by an alligator. Now, we didn't know who the parents were, their names, the child's name, what they looked like, what color they were, but everybody knew. You know what I'm saying? We knew because the media didn't ask any questions. All they were wondering was, okay, which alligator are we going to shoot? The official story came out yesterday, that what the parents said was that they were out, in the water, knee deep for the child anyway, maybe ankle deep for the parents. And the alligator came up and just snatched the kid and, drug it underwater. The father tried to go get it, but he couldn't wrestle it from the alligator, et cetera, et cetera. And they went on this alligator hunt for 2 days down here. And they tried to sue Disney, saying it was their fault. And Disney's rebuttal was, we put up signs saying not to be in this water. Now, we were trying to get the correct time. Some outlets were saying they were in the water around 6 o'clock. Others said they were in there later, like 9, 10. But this is the evening. What are you doing with your 2-year-old child in some funky behind water in the evening where you can't see the bottom of the water? You can't see your feet or anything like that. That's stupid. That's stupid, number one. Stupid number two is there are signs, clearly. There are signs where you can and cannot be. Okay. Here's what messed me up, though, was when they found the child, he was still intact. Now, I do understand that alligators like to drown their food, but they also have thousands of pounds of strength in their jaws. And I grew up with the crocodile hunter, so we knew about these alligators and crocodiles, especially living in Florida, and living literally 10, 15 minutes away from everything that's been going on down here. That's including the singer getting shot, the angry guy that shot up the gay club with all those gay and non-gay people in it, and then this child. So the only thing that they could do was, present it to the media saying that the child was still intact, but he, obviously is dead. And there's nothing but solace for this white family. Now we know the family's name, their, what color they are, obviously, and et cetera, et cetera. Here's where I'm pissed off about. This is where I get mad. No one drug this family through the mud. Nobody. And they're still out there shooting alligators, trying to get the right alligator that may have killed this little child. Remember Harambe, the big gorilla? The big gorilla that dragged a little boy that fell into the pit? The parents were black. Okay, just in case you didn't know. The mother was black. The father wasn't even there at the zoo presently. But they dragged that little boy, the mother, and the father, and his criminal record, for some strange reason like that mattered, through the mud for a week and a half. Had every white person in the world saying that she was an unfit mother. She was probably sniffing crack or coke in the bathroom and this, that, and the third. And pushed it so much that they made the state, attempt to press charges against them. Like, what? All because of a shot monkey? Listen here, partner. My kid fall in the pit, or anywhere where some monkeys or some gorillas at, shoot that. If you better shoot if I do. My kid's life, a human life, is more important than a goddamn animal. Apparently, that's not true when it comes to white America, because Michael Vick spent too much time in jail over some dogs where he wasn't even presently at. Okay, and fuck them dogs. Okay, and the life of the gorilla was obviously more important than this little black boy. Yeah, the boy's safe and Harambe's dead, but America and even some of the coons out there, you black folks who thought it was funny and thought it was and didn't get the whole story, y'all glossed over the fact that they shitted all over this family, all over the man who had nothing to do with this whatsoever. But the same thing happened to a white child, a white couple who didn't obey the law. They did what white people do, what they want to do when they feel like it. Okay, that privilege that clicks in the head. Oh, they'll be okay. Anyway, and they lost a child. Now, after I heard it, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you what I thought would happen, and y'all can call me what you say, what you want about me. I think they killed the little motherfucker. I think they threw that little kid out in that water. I think they did it and came up with a great story and then tried to make some money on top of it. Now, because I have wonderful friends and a beautiful wife, they say, well, maybe it was an accident. Maybe the little boy drowned. The child drowned. Maybe it was a complete accident. They turned their head, and just like that little black boy fell into the pit, turned their head, and the little child got dragged into the water, couldn't swim, and died. And the dad was looking for it, and that was it. So they had to come up with a quick story because they didn't want to go through this whole child negligence case. And here we are. They're childless. They know. I know they know what happened. Ain't no way alligator dragged that little kid into the water and no bones were snatched. I mean that little child should have been eviscerated because it's an alligator. People, all right, it's not Wally Gator. Okay, this is a real. This is the real deal. It just ticks me off because this country has an obsession with invalidating, patronizing, and racializing black parents all the time. And there's a lot of people out there that say they're not racist, but you gotta understand that is part of racism. It is. Okay, what did the father have to do? What did his record? They pulled all his stuff out all over the news, and Fox News is good at this. Fox News hates black people. This is true. The only time they hire black people to work for Fox News is if they're going to be coons or they're going to be a part of their ploy. Which I still think the girl who was part of the shooting here in Orlando is she's making it all up. She told us that the shooter was looking for the black people in the bathroom and said that this shooting he wasn't trying to target any black people because we've suffered enough in this country, which he was completely true. And that statement is 100% true, but they glossed all over that part. She said it once or twice and they just skipped. That sounded so beautiful. They didn't want to hear that on the air, and they skipped that. Like, you won't hear that ever again on the air. But she works for Fox News. She's an intern. They were the first one here. Like, Channel 13 News should have beat them. It's down the street from Channel 13 News. So this should have been the first thing. They should have been the first one on the scene. But that's not what this is about. Okay. The media, the whole world hates black people. And when we try to fight back with knowledge, with love, with anything that we have left in us, we're eviscerated, we're destroyed. The only way we can fight back now is just spending with ourselves. And then I got people, ex-friends, who would say, oh, Scott, that's racist. You don't spend your money with all of that. Shut up. Shut up. That's the only thing we got left to fight with now. That won't send us to jail or kill us. So I tell you guys, you want to make a change in the world, you want to change your media, you want to create media that tells the truth about black people, for black people, by black people, by black. You can look up on our website, findblackbiz.com, and find a couple of businesses there that may suit some of your taste. If you are a black or brown business, that is to be black or Hispanic, you please sign up with us. We want to know where you are so that we can continue to buy black and keep and practice group economics. I think group economics is the only way to really, truly fix this situation that we're going through as black people, because gay people, they got what they wanted last year, and They're raising $6 million for what happened. What just happened in one night? And not all of them were gay that got shot, but they raised so much money. And then in the last 6 months, we got over 75 black killings by police and others, and they've gotten away with it. Only way to combat it is group economics, people. It's the only way we can change the narrative, because we create a narrative. So if we're able to use our money to pool it together and open up radio stations and open up TV stations and back the TV stations that are out there now, these black owned television channels and stuff like that, then we can control our own narrative. But until then, in the meantime, just remember to think, act, buy black. I love you guys. Have a good night.